Coming up, a place where kids and adults can learn, play, and connect with nature, all while having fun. At Arvorar, the motto is simple: learn by having fun. And they mean it. Hey everyone! Today we're checking out one of the newest and most exciting attractions near Fortaleza, the latest park from the Beach Park group right here in Aquiraz. Just 20 minutes from Fortaleza, and even closer to Beach Park itself, it's the perfect add-on to your trip. Right at the entrance, we're greeted by this giant Jandaya, the colorful parakeet that's a symbol of this estate. It sets the tone: fun, nature, and a strong local identity. Getting here is super easy. It's just a 20-minute drive from Fortaleza or 15 minutes from Beach Park. You can take a taxi, rideshare, or drive. There's plenty of parking. And if you're staying at one of the Beach Park hotels, they even offer a free transfer. Pro tip: bring a change of clothes for the kids. They're going to want to cool off in the splash area. Right as you walk in, you'll spot the Casa dos Passarinhos, or Bird's House. It's a 4-story lookout, where each level gives you a fun, up-close look at how birds live, play, and interact. At the very top, the nest, a panoramic 360-degree view of the entire park and the surrounding landscape. It's a must-see. Arvorar Park is its newest venture and the second park developed by the Beach Park group. Beach Park is known for its water slides, resorts, and beachside fun. But Arvorar takes a different route. Here, it's all about environmental education, conservation, and celebrating Brazil's incredible biodiversity. Arvorar isn't your typical amusement park. Here you'll find attractions designed to connect you with nature, especially the 3 massive immersive aviaries, covering over 3,000 square meters. You can walk the trails with guidance from environmental educators and spot around 250 animals, from native birds to reptiles and small mammals, all part of Brazil's diverse wildlife. The first aviary has the greatest biodiversity and is nicknamed Singers and Fast, a reference to its lively, vocal, and quick-moving residents. The smaller enclosures inside are used for animals that are newly introduced and still adapting to the environment. Each aviary is a little different. The species are grouped by size and habitat, so each space feels like stepping into a real slice of nature. It's not just a visit, it's an experience that brings you closer to how these animals actually live. Some of the birds here are critically endangered, like the gray-breasted parakeet and the Jandaya parakeet, that vibrant large bird greeting us at the entrance. Fortunately, that's not the case for the scarlet ibis, also known as the red ibis. It inhabits tropical South America, including coastal areas from Colombia to Brazil and parts of the Caribbean. Globally, the species is classified as least concern and is protected worldwide. However, some local populations are declining, and recent losses in Brazil have led to its inclusion on the country's national list of endangered species. These are agoutis, rodents native to Central America, much of South America, and the southern Lesser Antilles. They're closely related to guinea pigs and look a bit like them, but agoutis are larger and have longer legs. If you've seen our video from Playa del Carmen in Mexico, you might remember them roaming freely around the hotel grounds. This peacock dove chose a pretty unusual spot to lay her eggs, so the team put up a do not disturb sign to give her some peace. The park's main focus is on Brazilian wildlife, specifically native species from our local biome, the Caatinga. The Caatinga is a semi-arid scrub forest in northeast Brazil. It might look dry and desert-like, but it's actually incredibly rich in biodiversity and natural resources. One exception here is the largest pigeon in the world, the western crowned pigeon, also known as the blue-crowned pigeon. It's native to the lowland rainforests of Papua New Guinea. Because of habitat loss, a limited range, and overhunting, the species is currently listed as vulnerable. The park also has an amphitheater with several presentations throughout the day. We missed the first one, Birds of Prey, but we did catch a fun play about an interplanetary visitor who decorates planets with waste, mixing humor with a message about sustainability. We also got to see a live presentation on snakes, hosted by a herpetologist, a specialist in snakes. There's a great lineup here, with interactive presentations led by researchers and fun theatrical shows that teach important environmental lessons for both kids and adults. Right now, everything's in Portuguese since the park is still new, but who knows? If there's enough interest, they might add English in the future. Now we're in another aviary. This one's called Large and Colorful. In this area, you'll find different species of macaws, toucans, and even a tortoise roaming around. The hyacinth macaw is one of the stars here. It's found in Bolivia and Paraguay, but it's most common right here in Brazil. Unlike most animals, macaws usually mate for life. Once they find a partner, they stick together for good. In the wild, they typically live around 60 years, but in the right conditions, they can reach up to 100. That's why pet macaws often end up in their owner's will. They might actually outlive them. While they can live in woodlands and savannas, macaws prefer dense forests, like the lush rainforests of Mexico or deep in the Brazilian Amazon. You'll also spot toucans, which are native to the neotropics, from southern Mexico through Central America and all the way down to northern Argentina. And look at this guy. Not a turtle, not a terrapin, he's a tortoise. Turtles live in the ocean, terrapins are semi-aquatic, and tortoises, they're land animals through and through. This park isn't just about cute animals and environmental education. They definitely didn't forget the fun part. There are 3 connected play zones where kids of all ages, and yep, even adults, can run around, climb, and let off some steam. Get ready to bounce, climb, and explore up in the treetops. This massive net course is all about adventure and connecting with nature. You'll slide down tunnels, balance on bridges, and climb through the trees. Along the way, you'll even pick up fun facts about wildlife and try moving like the animals too. Think Jungle Gym, but with a wild twist. Need a break? Chill out in a giant hammock suspended in the trees. It's the perfect spot to relax and soak in the sounds of the forest. Honestly, you could spend the whole day here and still want more. We got to the park around 9:30 in the morning and didn't leave until after 3 p.m. And it flew by. One thing that really impressed me about the park is their commitment to conservation. It's not just about fun. The park is actively involved in ecological research, including the Refaunar project, a partnership with local NGOs focused on reintroducing endangered bird species, like the gray-breasted parakeet and the Jandaya parakeet back into the wild. Visitors even get a behind-the-scenes look through the windows of conservation, glass panels that let you peek into the animal care and research areas. It's a great way to see the science and dedication behind everything happening here. And now we're heading into the last aviary. It's called Small and Noisy, and you'll see exactly why. This one's home to parakeets, garganes, and tinnitus. One of the highlights here is the gray-breasted parakeet, a critically endangered species that's only found in northeastern Brazil. Its name in Portuguese actually means dirty-faced parrot. You'll also find the Jandaya parakeet, another endangered species native to Brazil. Both of these birds are part of the park's repopulation efforts, helping reintroduce them into protected nature reserves. Garganes are originally from Europe and Asia, but they were introduced to Brazil back in the 1950s and 60s. But around here, no matter where you turn, it's the parakeets that steal the show, loud and impossible to miss. And tinnitus, they're totally neotropical. All 47 species are found in South America, Mexico, and Central America. Our visit to the park is wrapping up, but before we go, we checked out a beautiful lagoon right next to Arvorar. The view is great, and I've heard the restaurant there is really good, but it was way too early for dinner, at least by Brazilian standards. Maybe next time. After spending the day here, I can honestly say Arvorar blew me away. It's the perfect mix of adventure, nature, and fun. And it really makes for an unforgettable experience. If you've been to Arvorar or are thinking about visiting, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Arvorar isn't just a day trip, it's a reminder of why protecting Brazil's biodiversity matters. Whether you come for the fun, the views, or the mission, you'll leave feeling more connected to nature. Until next time, obrigado por watching, and I'll see you on the next adventure.